allow us to access their cameras, but things
So
of
it's
that
not a
nature.
Big Brother kind of thing where you're in their system all the time. Welcome to Pasadena Works, the podcast that takes you inside City Hall and beyond in 15 minutes or less. This is our inaugural episode, and we have chosen a very brave guest, to join us, one of our bravest, Pasadena City Chief of Police, Jerry Wright. Thank you for joining us, Chief.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. Very excited to be your first guest.
You are, and you answered the call, so thank you. We appreciate it. So we have a couple of things specifically we're going to talk about today, but first I want to get a little background on you and introduce our listeners and our viewers to you. You are a Pasadena guy.
True. I've lived in Pasadena all my life. My father was a small business owner here on Southmore. We lived near Pauling and Shaver. My entire childhood, I went to all the schools here in Pasadena. Graduated from Rayburn.
Oh, okay. Well, I won't hold that against you. I'm an Eagle.
Yeah, we were rivals.
We were.
Came to the police department as a 19-year-old and started in our dispatch office. And yeah, I'm so grateful for that. And
so you are, I would say you are the perfect picture of what a Pasadena police officer looks like, although we get officers from all over the country now recruiting.
Absolutely.
We'll get to that in a little bit. But right now, let's talk about a new program that the Pasadena Police Department has rolled out. I believe March the 10th was the first day. And it is the Camera Registration Program. Tell us what that is.
Yes. Well, we've been watching other departments across the nation and across Texas for many years now. It's programs like this have been in effect and in use for about 5 years. With the advent of the Ring doorbell cameras and cameras like them, they've really exploded onto the scene. And as a way to leverage technology to help solve crimes, they're really an amazing asset. So what we do is, using models from other successful agencies who solve many, many crimes with them. What we do is seek the public's help and enlist them if they wish to join in this program so we can leverage technology so we can make Pasadena safer.
So this is a voluntary program that, is it just residential or can businesses do it too?
Absolutely. We broadcast on our social media and posted that once we open up the program, all residents, all businesses are invited to voluntarily join and allow us to access their cameras, but only when we call them and say, hey, a crime happened in front of your business, in front of your home. Would you like to share that footage with us? A lot of folks ask us, does that mean you're going to be able to access at any time and watch in this? No, not at all. We do not have any access or passcodes or anything of that nature.
So it's not a Big Brother kind of thing where you're in their system all the time.
No, not at all. It's simply, imagine a world without any cameras. And I was a detective for 12 years, and if a major crime happened, you would canvass the neighborhood. It would take a lot of staff and a lot of hours, sometimes days and days, to get to a clue to lead you to the next item of evidence. And with Ring doorbell cameras and so much video footage out there, this is a way to cut through that, to cut to the chase, to get especially major violent crimes solved faster and do it in a voluntary fashion that gives the client, the resident, the business owner the option if they would like to share a particular item of footage. And we're very specific about that.
So when someone registers and let's say something happened in the general vicinity, let's just say, I don't know, pick a neighborhood. Where have you had a lot of signups so far?
It's been sporadic throughout the city, depending on, I say crime, I talk about major crime, but I want to also say just a word or two about lesser crimes or misdemeanor crimes. I'm talking about burglary of a motor vehicle.
Or a fender bender even.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What an inconvenience for that person to go through that, the victim, where they have to now, they lose their property. If it's stolen out of their car, they have to get their car fixed. And that's very small inconvenience compared to, say, a mail theft. We are experiencing mail theft. That is a phenomenon that's sweeping the nation, and we're not immune to it. And when someone gets that identifying information and starts to create new identities and fraudulent scams against really all of our population, those things, we want to get to them very fast, and cameras are a way to help us to do that.
And so you would have the preliminary information, and then you would know which registrants from your list to call and say, hey, something happened between the hours of such and such and such and such on this date. Is it okay if we access your cameras? That's how it works?
Correct. What we see is simply a map. Just like we would have a crime map. We would have a map of all of our registrants, and we simply see name and address, and if they have a camera and their preferred contact, email or cell phone. And that's important because people have privacy concerns, and we're not interested in anything more than that to facilitate, again, getting to the next item of evidence using possibly footage to do it.
And they can always say no.
Yes, absolutely. It's completely voluntary. And we would never ask for access or passwords to view all the time someone's footage that goes on at their house. This is very specific to a crime, and it's dependent on whether or not they would like to participate in that.
And if they want to participate, how do they reach out?
They respond to the detective, and we have the logistics in place to make that video shareable.
Is there an email or a phone number?
Yes. The detective's complete information will be on there.
Okay, and we can put that up on the screen, and we can also put that on our social media.
Yes.
And because it's all over Pasadena Police Department social media right now.
Right.
You have a QR code. People can sign up.
Absolutely.
I'm looking on here. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of ways to do this. So, log on to your social media, and they can get the information. Exactly.
And we've had a great response so far, and we hope to keep that growing, because I will tell you this. I've learned in my 33 years there at the department that in policing, we have all learned that public safety is an enormous, heavy lift. Can't do it just by a police department. We have to enlist the partnerships of our schools and churches and businesses and nonprofits and neighborhoods via HOAs. And in my view, this is a way to expand those partnerships that have been built over generations and to keep it growing, because it takes the entire village to keep the community safe.
Well, you've done a wonderful job of leading that charge, and we really do appreciate you, and we appreciate all of our officers so much. And again, thank you for being our first guest. Again, it is the Pasadena Police Department Camera Registry Program. If you'd like to get more information, log on to Pasadena Police Department social media. They have English and Spanish Facebook accounts, and you can just log on and you can see how you can register your cameras voluntary if you choose to do so. We have been Pasadena Works. Thank you for joining our inaugural broadcast, our first episode. Thanks again, Chief. We appreciate you.
Thank you.